Welcome back to Streamline Entertainment. We're going to move on to a video live with Lou. Do go and subscribe to her. She made some good points on the new evidence, what MWT come out and said, and obviously, basically, the inquest before. Let's get straight into this.
Let's think this thoroughly. So we've been told that he's got a bag and that's why he's left Damascus so quickly for B&B because he stole a bag of care. Now we're talking cat. It slows you down. It makes you all mangled. It's not like an upper. You're not more alert. In fact, you're more not alert. Your clarity isn't there, and it makes you not see things how they'd normally look. So immediately this tells me.
To be honest, I just think it's another blank, to be honest with you. I don't think Jay took any cat, basically, off ayub from the Airbnb. But like I said, there are so many different avenues we could go down about rugs. I believe that basically he was given some.
That Jay has given Ayub and Rocky motive by stealing something for them to follow him or to
Of course, but they've set that up.
try and get that bag. Now we were told that they went to sleep, Jay was going to sleep, that they passed him charger, etc., etc., and they didn't have a clue why he left. Now we now know that that's a lie. So what else is a lie? What else is being covered up? Because this put an explosive in the whole situation, in my point of view and perspective, because we've been told lies now about what's happened, which then makes me question who else is telling lies to cover this up. If anything, this just clarifies what a lot of people have been thinking and what a lot of people have been digging at for nearly a year now. Nearly exactly a year. Can you imagine someone stealing a bag off you and you're off your head as well, you're in the middle of the hills? Would you just let them go and let them crack on with it? Now, you might be thinking, well, no, it depends on the bag. Like, it depends on the size. If it was a tenner bit, I'm not running after you. You can crack on and do one. You ain't coming back in on it. However, if we're talking a couple of grams or a kilo even, then this would questionable. We don't know who either Rocky gets things off. I mean, I was in Rocky's live yesterday and someone asked how much passport was. He said allegedly for £500. And he, pretty serious when he answered that question. Now we know this. I am going to be going through Ayub's stories, Ayub's interview, and I'm going to be going through exactly what he said about why Jay left for B&B, what he did, and how that evening morning went, because we are now seeing that it didn't exactly go like how it's been told to go. Is this good news or bad news? What would you think? Personally, I think it's a breakthrough, and I know it's going to be hard for Debbie. I'm not sure if Debbie and Warren and the family and friends watch TikTok videos creators who speak about Jay. But if you are watching, I just want to tell you I have complete good intentions. I just want justice for his son. I'm trying to help. I'm trying to keep your case up, like on social media. I'm trying to keep it getting spoke about. I'm trying to spread awareness, and I'm trying to get justice for Jay and get down to the bottom of exactly what's happened to him and what happened that morning, so that the family can get answers. So, in my personal opinion, I'd say, well, it could be classed as good news because we've got a breakthrough in evidence. However, this completely turns the story back on its head. It really does. I'll be covering this case again. I will be streaming a podcast on Saturday evening at 6 p.m. Make sure you're ready for True Crime Topics today at 6, where we will be streaming a podcast. Get your snacks, get your drink, and we will be going over it. Maybe this is the reason why they didn't want to go to the inquest to answer questions. And you know what? I don't blame them why they didn't go now, because if they did answer these questions with the story that we thought happened, and this piece of evidence came out after and slammed them basically to show, look, you ain't telling the truth. This could have been a big shake up.
The thing is, we've got to remember as well that MWT realised that some of the people involved were taking rugs right through the festival and were dealing as well. He knew that, but like I said, he didn't want to really tell us more that he actually knew. Do you know what I mean? And obviously,
So imagine Ayub and Rocky telling a completely different story in the inquest, giving Debbie answers, and all of a sudden Mark whips out this recording and proves that not everything they're saying is the truth. The family would be fuming. I'd be fuming if I was the family.
100%.
It's awful. I think this is why they've not won. The clout chasing off the case as well. And Rocky says, tap my screen to 50k and then I'll answer questions. I'm sorry, but you
Taking
know
the
you're
pee.
only getting views and followers and likes because you were involved in this case with this young boy Jay, and you're using it to get a leg up into the social media world. But luckily for you, everyone can see through everything and everyone can see through what you're trying to achieve here. I know Rocky watches my videos, so I challenge you, Rocky, to get in touch with her family and to speak to Debbie and Warren and tell them the full story. I challenge you to turn up at the inquest that's happening soon. I challenge you to speak and talk to somebody and let them interview you. I challenge you to let me interview you about the case. I mean, if you've got nothing to hide, then the story will like stay the same, won't it? Regarding the timing for this to be released, it pees me off a little bit because for family, I just celebrate a morning over the year's anniversary death of a son. I know this piece of information comes up which rocks it all completely. Now they've got this on the mind instead of grieving for their son, which isn't fair. This should have been released ages ago. I'll be excited to find out when this was given to Mark, how it was given to him, who by, and exactly what was going on. Now I hope Mark isn't clout chasing over all of this and isn't releasing drips and grabs just to stay relevant in the crime industry at the moment and in the news and social media. I really hope that this isn't just a tool and a tactic to get himself in the papers again. But we'll soon see. I'll see you at 6 further on Saturday.
That was Lou's reviews, people. Do go and subscribe to her. She's actually brilliant on the Jay Slater case, and she made some good points. I just think that story of Abe basically taking Ket was just another black eye do. That was just put in to just confuse us even more, to be honest with you. And I do think that Rocky and Abe were clout chasing and trying to get famous off the back of basically Jay Slater's death, which is just absolutely awful. And you can see the ones who truly want justice for Jay, but you can also see the ones who are involved are just absolutely taking the pee, and they just don't give a toss in what happened to him. Their motto is they want to get their documentaries out, their podcasts out, their videos out. At the end of it, we know MWT have recently cashed in on his podcast on the Jay Slater case at the end of the day. But obviously these documentaries are put on hold just in case this case does get criminal. I thought Lou made some good points at the end of the day. Let me know in what you think about basically the Ket situation. I don't believe it. I believe that at the end of the day, Ayub thinks he's kind of smart in putting little things in and tweaking things in just to keep himself relevant and also confuse us, which is bang out of order. Because like I said, if they were really true people, they would have sat down and discussed with the family openly what happened to Jay Slater. Don't forget to subscribe to Streamline Entertainment. Thank you very much indeed, people.